Hello everyone and welcome back to our Minecraft Feed the Beast Let's Play. We are in the Minecraft mod pack, and I'm just here in the... I don't know what to call this room. Anyway, as you can see, it's a little dark in this corner, and we still have a lot of torches around, and so one thing that I would like to address today is the lighting situation. And we have a couple of lighting options. We have these regular block lamps, which would be good for wall or floor lighting. But as far as ceilings are concerned, we have these cage lamps. But also we have something called a fixture, which is similar to the cage lamp, but more square. And it just doesn't have the metal cage around it either. So we're going to look at a couple of those and test them out and see what looks good in here. To start out, I have it set up to do a cage lamp in the cyan, and that's made with the cyan lumar, which is basically just the dye with redstone and glowstone. And then to make it automatically lit, I just went ahead and put a redstone torch in here, and that'll make sure it's always on. So let's grab one of these cyan lamps and see what that looks like. The cage lamps I think would look better in like an industrial setting, so I'm thinking those would be good to place down here. That block has a lighting glitch on it anyway. Oh, okay. So because that's not a full block, I can't put it there. So let's put it over here. And maybe if we place them at intervals around down here. But that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's check out the fixture version of it without the cage around it. And all we need to do to get that one is to remove these iron bars and put glass panes. Oh, I forgot that these fixtures are picky. The other ones will allow you to put any sort of half slab here, but the fixtures, for whatever reason, will only allow you to put stone slabs there. So just something to bear in mind as you're making these things. I thought I had... oh, there's stone slabs in there. So we can grab one of those, and that would probably look better in an area like this. Again, I have this issue where... you know what, let's leave it there, and let's put a stone half slab under it, or above it. And that doesn't look too bad. I would like to move it one block over, however. So let's put it here. That's centered. And then we'll put the other half slab above it like that, so it doesn't look as goofy. It is a little low for my tastes, but that's the best we can do with the ceiling where it is right now. Maybe in this section I will use the cube version of them. Which is more glass panes and a redstone torch. So let's make some white lumar, just to show how that's created. I do need some glowstone and some redstone, and I can make this just in my inventory. And it is shapeless crafting, I believe, so that's not an issue. So let's replace these with glass panes. Looks like we need a lot more glass panes. So let's go ahead and get those ready to go. I want to make at least one more of these. This being an even width, I can't really do anything other than place it next to one another. Maybe we'll alternate them or something. Oh wow, that's very white. Maybe we should have gone with a light gray. Let's try that. And we'll be able to get a better impression of what this is actually doing once we get some nightfall. I might have to make 2 more of those just to make that look even. Let's make some more of the regular lamps. Yeah, that's not what I meant. Okay. And I'm gonna place one there. And then maybe down here as well. Are all my half slabs one off like that? That's kind of annoying. At least for the purposes of placing these lamps, it's annoying. So where did that need to go? There. And there. And let's place another... Is that all I made? They look nice going down this corridor. I'm not sure what my situation is. Let's make some white ones. Did I use up? No, there's my white limmer. And I'm out of glass panes again. Let's make a couple white ones. Oh, those are the black ones. I need these guys. So let's make one here, another one here. Might need a third one. And we'll need quite a few for over here as well. So I'm gonna work on making some more lights, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, so I have some more of the lighting in place, but it's still daytime, so I'm not really gonna go through and show it at this point. I decided that this is going to be sort of a storage and processing room. So I've added a couple more blue electric furnaces and a couple more chests. Actually meant to move this chest over as well. That's empty, right? And that has my... so I added a couple more barrels and I moved the cobble chest over here. So that's where we are at this point. I have a problem though where this chest is facing the wrong way, and I don't really want to move it. I could move it with a portal gun, and that might be what I end up doing. But I wanted to go ahead and see if the Omni wrench could move it. So I figured I'd put one of those together. I don't remember if I built one previously or not. But this should allow you to rotate blocks that you couldn't normally rotate, but for whatever reason it doesn't work on chests. What does it work on? Does it work on the bed? It doesn't seem to be working on anything at this point, so oh well. I guess I will go ahead and move it with the portal gun. Hopefully this will orient it correctly. Yep. Oh, no. It looked like it was going to work there for a second. It seems to be just glitched. In some regard, it doesn't want to move at all. Will it move? I remember the Omni wrench being more effective than that, but I guess it isn't. So I guess that's going to just have to continue to be a hindrance of sorts. Think about moving that one down there. Oh, that wasn't what we wanted. So I'll probably just break that and move the items into this other chest and replace it to get that fixed. But in the meantime, I can show you some of the other things that I've been working on. Namely, I've added a few more apiaries. I am starting to get the imperial bees, which are making pollen, or not pollen, getting ahead of myself, are making the royal jelly, which we need to make the canisters for the genetic machines. And I do need to get industrious bees to make pollen, so I'm starting to try and get the diligent and cultivated bees going. I need to make an additional diligent princess and an additional cultivated princess so that I can make some unweary bees, and then with the unweary bees and the diligent I can make the industrious bees. So let's try and make another cultivated princess. But these bees are being highly productive. I'm getting a lot of combs and honey and propolis out of these guys. The Tier 2 chicken spawner seems to be doing pretty well as well. I always have a fair number of chickens out here making noise and disrupting things. Although I haven't actually seen a chicken spawned from this thing. So I'm not sure if it's having the same difficulties that the cow spawner is having or not. So the other thing that I put together was this chest right here, which is basically where I'm going to throw the bees that I don't really want. And what this does is, you can see there's an autarchic gate down there pumping items out of the chest and throwing them into a pipe. And that comes down here, and around and over there. And where it comes out is right next to our gene pool. And it throws the bees into this chest as a little buffer so it doesn't overflow. And this autarchic gate and wooden pipe right here basically says that if this machine's not already full of bees, put bees in it if they're in this chest, and then they'll get turned into BNA, which gets pumped into this iron tank down below here. I do have gold pipe interspersed throughout that route so that it will not take as long as for the bees to traverse that. But basically it's a 3x3x5 iron tank down here. You don't generally keep a lot of BNA on hand. So I have this set up here, and then that gets routed back up to the purifier so that it can be used to purify serums after we create them. And I do have some serum vials in here, but I have yet to, once I get a good purebred imperial bee, I'll try to get the royal jelly production out of one of those. I may also try to get some high fertility serums and things like that out of the bees as well. Oh, there's some extra iron tank blocks in there. So that's basically where things are standing at this point. I'm gonna hold on a little bit longer and wait for it to get to be night, and then I'll show you where we ended up with a lot of the lighting. Okay, so it is now nighttime, and just to prove that the Omni Wrench does actually do something, I've placed a stair here, and you can see if I right click on it, it rotates it. So I'm not completely crazy. It is supposed to rotate things, and it will actually rotate vanilla chests, as you can see. But it does not work on these iron chests. It just opens them. So I've moved these things over to try and clear some floor space here. I'm just doing a little cleanup to kill time until daytime came, and now you can get a better impression of what the new lighting is actually doing. I have had to place quite a few of these lights because, as it turns out, they don't emit that much more light than a torch would. So about every interval where you would have a torch, you need one of these lamps in order to keep the light levels up. And you can see here I've taken out quite a few torches, but I haven't placed as many lamps. I've only placed 2 lamps in place of where I had like 10 or so torches, and you can see that there's a lot of low light areas. And actually, if I hit F7, oh, it is pretty good. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe the key bindings changed. Oh no, see, yeah, all these areas where these X's are showing is areas where mobs can spawn, so there is quite a bit of area remaining that I can still have mobs spawning inside here, which is not good. So I do need to make a few more of these, and what I've discovered is that the light gray is probably the closest thing to a not obnoxious color that you can get as far as different colors are concerned. The lighter blues and greens and stuff aren't too bad, but everything comes off as being very bright. These are the regular white ones. If you have a dark, cramped area, they're pretty nice because they're very bright. Red is a little too bold, in my opinion, unless you have a specific application for it. And here's the white, and especially when you try to mix it with like gray for a floor or something like that, it pops a little too much. It just looks like it's radiating, which isn't always good. As far as greens are concerned, the lime green takes on the white almost too bright shade, whereas the green isn't too bad. But again, because it doesn't cast that much light, I've had to put a number of lamps around, which I would really prefer to have not had to do that, especially given that there's a wrath lamp right there that should be lighting this space pretty well. I put a couple yellow up just to see what those would look like, but again, for the most part, I went with the light gray. That one is a white, I believe. This is a light gray. And these in this hallway are light gray. So you can kind of see the difference between what a light gray looks like and what a white looks like. So that's pretty much where we end up with the lighting. And as you can see, since these are so dim, I had to put these other light gray ones in the floor down here in order to compensate and cast a little more light. I even had to hide one under the bed here in the corner because this corner was too dark, even with this lime green lamp right here. So the lighting is largely complete at this point. It is a little darker than I would like it to be, but it is not bad considering. And so that's probably where I will leave it at this stage. I do need to make a bit more progress with the bees, and so that's where we stand. And thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.